Hi, welcome to our very first podcast of Learn, Lead, Learn. Today we have Annepaul Vemagiri, a seasoned corporate trainer, winner of Asian Education Award 2023, and Academic Excellence Award for extraordinary service and contribution to teaching. Annepaul, welcome to our podcast, and I would like to introduce yourself to our audience.
Thank you so much, Algira, for this opportunity that you have given me today. And thank you for that warm introduction. So, who am I? I am definitely a trainer. And as I always say, that training is not my job or my career. Either it's my profession or my passion, it's my calling. So I have lived this calling for 26 years as a career in two parts. The first part being in academics, so that was nearly 14 years, and then rest of the 11 to 12 years it has been in the hospitality industry. So that's a short snippet about myself, and that's me, Annepaul Vemagiri.
Wow, that's impressive. So, Annie, how did you get into this profession? What made you come into training and that to hospitality training?
Well, very recently, while I was, being coached by my book coach, I came to this realization that my roots were beyond my, graduation days. My roots were in my childhood. As a kid, I remember I used to collect these old notebooks and write questions and write answers. And some places I would write wrong answers. And in the end, I would collect all those notebooks and start correcting them. And I know as a kid, I had this. I enjoyed taking things in control, like they were in my control. I liked, being the person who was giving those tick marks, and I think somewhere it started from there. And when I grew up, I and everybody was going behind engineering and medicine, I wanted to be different, and I wanted to do something where nobody else was trying to go. And that, in those days, and I'm talking in the 1990s, where hotel management was a course that was introduced. So I insisted that I want to do that course. And today, yes, it's been 26 years that I am living both the dreams or passion or whatever we call it. One is being a trainer, that means teaching, and the other one is choosing that what nobody else was choosing, that's hotel management. So I think it both worked very well with me. So if you ask me when did it start, it definitely started as a child. That's what I remember.
Wow, that's very inspiring, in fact. This takes me to our next question. What necessary things do we need to have in order to become a corporate trainer?
Very valid question. um, Now, in these days, being a corporate trainer or heading a corporate brand, um, it's definitely a lot of people aspire to become. But what it takes is the choice that you make for this profession. It shouldn't be something that you land on by chance, and that but it should be a choice you have made. So I tell all the trainers that I have around me that, or even when I interview them, or my own trainers that I have in my brand, like, do you choose to be a trainer? So the day you make a choice to be a trainer, that's the only criteria I would say is needed. Rest follows. Rest is just a journey.
I'm sure, yes, indeed it is. What are the challenges that you face to reach to this position, and what do you think will be the challenges if a normal person would like to get into this profession?
Um, challenges, what I can think is only yourself. That's the only thing comes your way as a trainer. It's when you're not prepared, when you do not feel for the people sitting in front of you, when something else gets your way. uh Rest, that I think that's the only challenge I can think of as a trainer. Otherwise, people are so open to learnings. I've never had those sessions where people were not interested. I never have those kind of organizations where people never wanted to be trained. Everybody's hungry for knowledge. Everybody's looking for learning something new. It's only that we do not have those trainers who are ready to train people. So if you ask me challenges that anybody as a trainer would face, is that they themselves. But if you're prepared, it's the world is an audience. You will get your learners, you will get your platforms, you'll get your sessions, and everything gets a smoother walk then. And to overcome that challenge of preparing yourself is the patience. Have the patience to build yourself, because to become a trainer, it is not doing some, there are no courses to become trainers, by the way, because it's a field work. It's every day's training that you have to do it, and you have to do it consistently. You cannot I just relate it to going to a gym. When you go into your fitness, you're building your body. You have to be consistent there. You have to invest your time, and very much like a trainer's skill, you have to be there in the field, working, training people, making mistakes, constantly upgrading yourself. So it's the training of your mind, body, and soul. So that's what I sum up. One challenge is yourself, and how to overcome that challenge is to continue to go on and on and on, and not giving up on yourself.
I really like your answer. Challenge is yourself. Yeah, but in today's world that we see a lot of jobs are being overtaken by AI. Do you think learning and development department also will be affected by this?
uh I have been doing this a very undercover survey about how much people are comfortable learning from a system and versus learning from a trainer. And in my this which is not a data that I'm saving anywhere, but majorly I've noticed that people are more comfortable learning from other human being, you know because I strongly believe learning is not only for the mind. It's not 1 + 1 2, but it has those five senses, and those five senses are possible to be transferred only through an human connection. And I think, yes, I am totally for AI, and I believe it's a great tool to make our job much easier. But in the field of training, a real trainer, an in-person trainer, really is more effective rather than an AI that you cannot relate to, you cannot feel for. So I just read there somewhere, and I want to say this, that you will not be replaced by AI. You will be replaced by someone who knows AI. So
Yes.
as a trainer, our caution is only one: be a trainer who knows AI, who knows how to use AI, and then you don't have to fear anything.